Hey, Internet. Vidya was back, finally. Sorry about the long wait, but got a new microphone and I'm having troubles with the Logitech camera. It was a serviceable microphone, but as many of you probably noticed, anytime I yelled, the sound would have to cut. I would actually have to re-edit the video to bring the volume down so that it didn't hurt you all so much anytime I screamed. So hopefully this should work out better. Um, I've also been sick recently. I finally got out of that, feeling better. Um, yeah, Happy New Year. Welcome to 2015. It's kind of a wild ride, right? We still don't. It's Back to the Future year. But anyway, I've been wanting to do a video about this for a long while. I actually had a friend who actually prodded me to do this. But it's kind of obvious that I'm a Legend of Zelda fan, but I'm also a huge fighting game fan. Like, Street Fighter especially. I love, the actual fighting, the characters, the lore that's behind it. Freaking, I don't know if I could, I don't know if I've got it available to pick up, but, like, I even, like, Street Fighter Assassin's Fist, like, I love that series. It's freaking phenomenal. That did everything right that Hollywood couldn't figure out how the fuck to do, and, like, props to you guys for that. But, Street Fighter 5. I'll be honest, Street Fighter 4 wasn't terrible, but I wasn't really all that impressed with it in terms of gameplay or character design. I think, honestly, Street Fighter 4 had some of the stupidest character designs, like, in the fighting games. Well, not in fighting games, but in general, it just seemed like they didn't know what to do. Viper, it looks like an SNK character. Reject, with Angelina Jolie's face. Frickin', what's his name? Rufus is just Bob with a stupider hairstyle. A point of thing about that, like, stupid hair, like, the reason why Street Fighter characters have really great designs is because they're timeless. It doesn't, like, you can look at it and it's not really particularly dated. It's not something that looks stupid 10 years from now. Like, you look at any other fighting game series, franchises, like, most of those characters, like King of Fighters, Namco Fighters especially, because those characters change almost every year. But, like, it's just things on top of things on top of things on top of things. Like, a good example is Juri Han, like, her pants. It's, like, pants, and then another layer of pants, and then shin guards. It's like, what the fuck is all that? Like, and she has, like, a stupid hairstyle on top of that. I mean, like, some of the other more conventional, Birdie, from, like, Street Fighter Alpha Birdie, not, like, Street Fighter 1 Birdie. Street Fighter Alpha Birdie has, like, a stupid hairstyle. Technically, Rose has a stupid hairstyle. Adon, Charlie. But outside of the stupid hairstyle, they have normal outfits. The stupid hairstyle is the one embellishment. That's a key thing about Street Fighter characters, is that they have very traditional, very low-key designs, but maybe one or two big embellishments that make the character stand out. Like, if Juri had, like, she had a normal, taekwondo outfit and just kept the hair, it would have been fine. Or she just, like, maybe lost the sleeves, or just wore the pants or something like that. But she's got, 3 layers of pants, this Spider-Man vest with the spider on the back, and, like, and the Rita Repulsa hair. I'm like, there's so much shit that doesn't need to be there. Viper was like, what is this like? Look at this. I'm gonna wear my shirt like this, and then I'm gonna wear a tie without a collar and just tuck that into the cleavage. By the way, I'm a mommy. No. I know you're trying to make the girl look milfy, but that's a key misunderstanding of the difference between hot and milf, and what makes, they're trying to make the librarian girl and the milf the same character, and it really didn't work. But, I digress. I've been ranting. I wasn't looking forward, just, like, hearing about Street Fighter 5. I heard rumors of it before we had anything concrete, and I was surprised and at the same time not, for Street Fighter 5, because they've already dumbed down. Street Fighter 4 was massively dumbed down. It was third strike, slower and stupider, without parries, and supposedly, like, people have been talking at me about it. Supposedly, parries have come back. I don't know yet, but we're about to take a look at this and find out. All right, so we're gonna check the live demo. I guess, is it the gameplay trailer? Yeah. Stage demo Capcom. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Of course, we have to go through the ad. Let's see how this goes. May contain content inappropriate for children. Sure. I didn't even pay attention to Capcom Cup, but I'm not all that into the fighting game scene.
You know, personally, I'm not gonna let whoever loses live now. That's gonna be me. I'm just gonna make sure that happens. Alright, so Ryu, is this real? Are we playing right now? Oh, this is it. Okay, let's go. Alright, Ryu, Chun-Li.
I'm not too impressed with the visuals, but then that's Revenge. Oh god. Wait, please, no comeback mechanics.
So there's a revenge meter right up at the top, counter hit. But look, hey, check out the revenge bars at the top. What? Okay, he popped the meter. He popped the meter. His hands are electric now.
What the fuck? Oh, did you just take that power up thing from Capcom versus, like, from the SNK, the freaking power up gauge? Alright, I totally destroyed that business. Okay. In the middle, okay, that's really nothing new. Wait, oh, is that the restaurant that she used to work in? Like, extending stages is nothing new. So that's... Yeah, this is like the stage in the original Street Fighter 3. It just doesn't, visually speaking, it just doesn't look that impressive. They're just turn Shinsho into a freaking normal move again. Stop doing that. Oh, stop scrubbing it. That was scrubby as shit. Let's just throw more Hadokens. That's just a test, so yeah, this stage probably won't be final. The Capcom usually makes really lively backgrounds. There's revenge meter. All right, I'm not going to work tomorrow. I don't know. I guess when I was younger, I probably would have been all over. It's just like, wow, this is so good, but I'm just not seeing anything here. I'm just not seeing anything that's making me say, yeah, I definitely got to play this again. What? I don't even know how I feel about that. That must be some high quality noodles that stay in the fuck on her head. I hope she wins, because that would just be hilarious. Wins with the noodles on her head. Like, I'm not seeing very many, like, nothing in terms of the gameplay that's like brand new, holy shit, never seen this before in a fighting game. Or at least not in a Street Fighter game, but this EX power-up move thing. Oh, you done fucked up now. Boot to the face! Rise up. Sure, why not? Let's just make it a thing where we bring back dead characters. So, yeah, I think Resident Evil like brought the fuck back out of Wesker, even though I think he was basically very plainly killed in the very first RE game. Fucking Street Fighter 4 brings back Gouken, and now Street Fighter 5 is gonna bring back Charlie. What's next? Fucking Street Fighter 6, we're gonna have fucking Go Hibiki, Dan's father, come back. I mean, they didn't even bother giving it a good explanation. Like, literally, Gouken was just like, huh, I sure have been unconscious a long time. Ryu and Kid must think I'm dead. And what's gonna be this one? Like, Charlie's just gonna walk up and be like, huh, I sure have been unconscious a long time. Chun-Li and Guile must think I'm dead. And then Street Fighter 6 comes out and Go Hibiki comes back to life and like, huh, I sure have been unconscious a long time. Damn it, Sagat must think I'm dead. And then Street Fighter 7 comes out and like Chun-Li's father turns out to be alive after all this time. And I'm sure, but yeah, okay, you guys know where I'm going with this. But it's just stupid. Capcom has turned fighting game death into comic book death. So, have fun with that. So, that's probably not even going to be the last character, like the last big character. Like, I think that seems to be what they're doing is, in order to have a big draw, like, well, it's just, what is just Ryu and Chun-Li, and like, what about some other characters? Oh my god, Charlie's back! Like, But really, the gameplay. I'm not seeing anything there that's really impressive. Like, I didn't see any parries. Somebody said there were parries. Maybe there's a different video or something like that. Even if they were, okay, cool, but, like, it needs to have something new. And this EX power-up mode thing, that's not new. If you played, like, I'm sure SNK, that's been an SNK thing for a while. Freaking, what was it? Capcom versus SNK 2. That was, not S-Groove. I think that was N-Groove? Where you, like, like, a lot of SNK games had that, where you build up a meter, and then you got a dot, and then you can continue to build meter. You can either spend that dot to use a super, or you can spend that dot to get into, like, an EX mode where you do more damage. And if you had more than one dot, if you went into EX mode and then use a super, it would be a more powerful move. It'd be basically the level 3 version. And that's all I saw out of that was, like, some characters, like, I think that's like ass. I'm like, Ryu can do that with only 2 meters, but Chun-Li has to go all the way to 3. Like, that seems arbitrary. Revenge? The fuck is that shit? Like, you had to make your ability to do super, like, it's just ultra. They're giving the same concept, different name, and expecting it to go over like, huh, well, now you have the EX meter and the revenge meter. Like, it was called the revenge meter in the last game, too. It's just that was the ultra move. And now you're just making it, it's really early to tell, but still, I can't say I'm impressed. I wasn't going to be impressed to begin with, but, visuals weren't very striking. I expected, it seems like it's trying to go more realistic, but that was never an approach that was going to work with Street Fighter to begin with anyway. It's a very, I don't want to say anime, but it's a very, like, artistic style like that. I don't honestly know how I feel about the Street Fighter 4 art style. If it went with a more Umie style like it did in, like, some of the early trailers, it might have been okay. But, like, comparing how Street Fighter 5 looks to how Guilty Gear, like, XR looks, it's kind of pathetic, honestly. I'm more I never was really into air dash fighters. I never really liked that style of fighting game. But Guilty Gear looks so much better than Street Fighter 5, and that's pathetic. It really is. I mean, Guilty Gear did what Street Fighter should have been doing this whole time. It looks like it's 3D, but it looks like it's a 2D cell shade thing. It looks gorgeous. And, like, Street Fighter should have been doing that from the get-go. But now they want, because I guess they gotta go for the PlayStation crowd, now they gotta make it, make it look dirty and gritty and, like, real. Now, I just need when characters get hit enough, you bloody scream! So real. But, wow. We're already at the 20-minute mark. Yeah, but that's a rant. That's how passionate I am about, Street Fighter. Or how passionate I was. Honestly, I don't think I don't think they could have topped it after Street Fighter, 3 Third Strike. I think that personally, I still think Street Fighter 3 Third Strike is the greatest fighting game ever made, much less the greatest fighting game Capcom ever made. But since Rainbow Mika was very, very popular for that, she's probably going to end up in Street Fighter 5 as one of those new characters. Also, Charlie with the freaking Illuminati symbol, right? Those of you probably don't know that much about the Street Fighter backstory, but Jurian and Gil from Street Fighter 3, that is their organization. It's not Shadaloo. Those guys are like the Illuminati, and they both have that dot on their forehead. So, yeah. So he went from being a puppet of Shadaloo to now being a puppet of the Illuminati. Don't hurt yourselves there, guys. But yeah, that was painful. But wow, that's Street Fighter 5. It's still really early, but if it's gonna be PlayStation 4 exclusive, but it's not because it's gonna be on PC. Actually, I just picked up King of Fighters 13 on Steam because it was like $8, so I'm probably gonna start. That was a series I never tried to get into, but the more recent games actually look really good. Pardon me, I'm still sick after all. But give that a try. Because I didn't really get into Tekken until Tekken 5 when our arcade got it. So, and I was never a fan of Tekken, but I got into it because that's where the competition was. But King of Fighters 13, looks like an interesting game, even if I think the characters are more than a little strange. Well, that's the literal definition of queer, so there you go. Not because they're gay, but because it's just, what the hell. I had one gay friend that looked at these characters and said, wow, that's gay. Coming from a gay guy. Like, holy shit, even you think that? It's like they turned Inuyasha into a fighting game where the chicks are pretty, but the boys are even prettier. But, I digress. But, right. So, I haven't done this in a while, because it's been rough. And, it's a new year, so, we're gonna go big for this week's giveaway. Boom! Smash Brothers for the 3DS. One of you lucky fucks is gonna get this game. Continental US only, because the last giveaway, freaking Pokemon X was like $20 to get it to Canada. Like, what the shit? So, but yeah. So, one of you is gonna get Smash Bros. 3DS. But since they had that giveaway with Mewtwo, the Mewtwo DLC and the soundtrack giveaway, that the deadline for that is tomorrow. So whoever wins that, you can contact me, and before I mail it, I will open the game. Just so you know, it is sealed. All right, you're getting a brand new copy of this game. I will, as a favor to you, so just so you can get this registered, so you can get them. If you have the Wii U version, by the way, you have to have the Wii U version already registered to qualify for the Mewtwo DLC and the free soundtrack. But in order to help you get that in time, I will open this up and send you the code so you can register that at Club Nintendo, so you can get that in before the deadline, and then I will mail it to you. That way, you can get it registered before, because if I mail this, you won't get it before the 13th, guaranteed. But what to do about that? The last two games I gave away were Pokemon X and Y, so those were at the same time, so it's probably going to limit that to being like one game per giveaway. And like I said, if you've already won like these games, then you guys aren't qualified for this. In continental United States only, because the shipping costs are like, holy shit, that hurt a lot. But yeah. Right. Well, seeing as how I'm basically dressed as I'm basically Ken right now. Maybe make it like a bit of Street Fighter trivia. Right, okay. We'll make this, since it's actually very relevant. This is like, we'll make it a Street Fighter canon thing. So, up for grabs is Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. It's an unsealed game, so you're getting a brand new copy. This isn't a used copy. This isn't my copy that I'm pounding off to you. This is a brand new copy of the game. But in order, if you have the Wii U version of the game and you want to get the code out of this so you can register that and qualify for the free DLC and the free soundtrack, I will open this up for you and private message you the code so that you can get that registered before the deadline, which is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So, winner of this will have to answer me a bit of Street Fighter trivia. Since I'm basically Ken Masters now with a freaking, bleached blonde hair and red outfit, and yes, Ken does bleach his hair because he is not a natural blonde. His eyebrows should have given that away. But Ken is noted for being the U.S. martial arts champion in the Street Fighter games. Most notably in the Alpha series of games, but even in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, he wins the U.S. martial arts championship for a third time. Who was the previous U.S. martial arts champion before Ken? And just FYI, it wasn't Alan Snyder, because one, he's not canon, and two, Alan Snyder lost to Ken, so he was not the previous champion anyway. So, the previous champion before the previous U.S. martial arts champion before Ken. First person to give me the answer will get Smash Brothers. As always, thank you for listening to me rant. If you have anything else that you want my opinions on, or you want to turn me loose like the wild, rabid, freaking hipster I'm just gonna say gamester. All right, I don't want to call myself a gamer because the gamer generation fucking sucks. But I'm a hipster, so might as well just call me a gamester. Fucking angry video game nerd calling that term. So there you go. Vidya James, the original GameStar. But turn me loose on whatever it is you want. I will try to do more videos in the future. Let me know how the sound quality is with this video, because on some of my test videos, the sound quality did seem like it was better. This is my first time with a pod screen and going like a full-length broadcast. Also trying to do a trick with the lighting. But, hey, thank you all for listening. I'm Vidya James. I'm just playing.